every door thrown open, so that we can constantly learn from the heart of nature, from the fairies and the angels and the great nature spirits, and also from the brethren on other, more highly evolved planets, able to visit us because our vibrational essence here on Earth is so open and accepting. We play with the fairies for a little longer, making sure that we tell them a story, one of wonders and marvels, because such stories are a source of delight to the little people. We know that they flock to us and help us with our creations, both artistic and practical, although there is no division between the two approaches in this age of the Earth. They especially love to help us unfold stories of the spiritual imagination and take a part in all our inspired endeavours. This is universally understood, and we humans always ensure that the fairy and angelic elements of our creative output are properly recognised, honoured and facilitated. The joyous heights of attainment that encircle our entire planetary culture attest to the wisdom of this practice. We also like to bring the fairies gifts of wholesome, nourishing food from Mother Earth. The fairies don't eat like us, of course, having bodies composed of the finer ethers as they do, but they seem to be able to absorb the subtler energies of the food into their shimmering, dancing forms, and to enjoy it very much. We think that offering it as a gift from our hearts has something to do with this process. When the fairies enter the trunks of the trees, or boulders, or the earth itself, for refreshment and rest, we can follow them with our inner vision. Indeed, we are warmly invited to do so, and within the natural forms of the earth we can rest too, and learn many secrets of the still, deep wisdom of Mother Earth and her nurturing, peaceful darkness, so different to the darkness that humans engender and set free when they are not wise enough to hold the balance between the negative and positive forces of life. But we don't dwell on the thought, because in our golden age we are happy to listen to so many teachers who help us to achieve this. Our exalted ancestors, adepts on the inner planes, wise ones among us, fairies, angels, nature spirits, trees and animals, and of course, most important of all, our own inner heart communion with the God and the Goddess. And so we remain poised in radiance. While we rest with the fairies in the soul interior of the earth, we are also aware that they enjoy the semblance of family life, just as we do. We draw closer to the essence of the trees now, and become aware of their spirits. They are tall beings, composed of soft, fluid earth colours, although they can also, and somehow simultaneously, scintillate with a starry brilliance. They seem directly connected to the stars. We perceive that the woodland actually concentrates the solar force, so that the woods seem like a sun temple, a huge cathedral with vast dim vaults of leafy sunshine glowing golden green under the arches of the trees. The tree people, men and women, come forth from their trees, smiling affectionately and eager to greet us. We salute them, bowing a little, because we are so aware of their deep, deep-rooted wisdom and grandeur. It gives a little gravity to the atmosphere, and we pay homage to their ancient lineage and great antiquity of soul. The tree people surround us, and our communion is very deep. They seem to take us to the stars, and then to the profound heart of the earth. Yet after we have enjoyed this mingling of souls, we realize that the tree people are effervescing with a sense of joy and fun, just as the fairies are. We can hear and feel their full-bodied, deep-throated laughter. A birch woman standing near me, grey and silver and misty, her hair glimmering softly like starlight, gives me the gift of her laughter, and I feel it pealing through me like clear ringing bells of indescribable happiness and gladness. A tree man by your side does the same for you, and we both note that his rich fruity laughter reminds us of Father Christmas. We reluctantly say goodbye to the gathering of tree spirits who emerged from their trees, especially to talk with us, and press on deeper into the enchanted stillness of the wood. There truly is a mystic dimension within this woodland, a magical breath of the divine presence wherever we wander. We thrill to it and give silent thanks for it. It is wonderful, but certainly it isn't unusual. Every time we seek out nature in this golden age, or even in reverence enter our temples or our homes, this same breath of ineffable holiness whispers its ecstasy into our hearts. We see much, and yet the unseen presence always draws us on, calling us, wild and lonely, like fairy piping, leading us to our sacred centre. So often we hear this call come to us through the heart of nature, the ever-young goddess and guardian of the earth. How lost and abandoned we would feel if this sweet call ever ceased to sound. The tree people would walk with us if they could, but they remain rooted to their trees. This is the source of their nobility and strength, but it does limit their movement. They can wander as far as their roots extend, and they can use a grid system whereby they move around along the course of roots of the other trees in their assembly, whether that should be a coppice or a great forest, but they cannot meander freely. They could follow us using this grid system, of course, only it would be rather tricky and laborious for them. Nevertheless, we both know of human men and women who have been lovers of tree spirits. Once in love, the tree spirits find ingenious ways and means to come and wander about outside the homes of their loved ones. We've noticed, too, that tree women seem to be enamoured of human men more than tree men of human women. It is still bright daylight, but evening is drawing near, and the sunshine takes on a deep, rich, brilliant marigold hue, warm and luscious. We have come to a clearing so that it pours down upon us, and stopping for a moment to enjoy it, we see the shape of a bear lumbering through the trees. We catch our breath, not because we are afraid. All animals are our brethren, and we have no need to fear them, as they have no need to fear any human. But because the bear is such a magnificent creature and deeply magical, spending the winter wrapped in sacred dreams and wandering the secret places in the spiritual world.